Hello, my wonderful spirit guides. We are now entering the phase of the lyric analysis for Poppy's album ZIG. I'm very much looking forward to getting into the lyrics because there are some songs that are super straightforward, but there were some that I was like, ooh, I really can't wait to look at the lyrics and see how much it enhances the song. Thank you guys for watching this, by the way. I know it's a bit weird having my lyric videos separate now, but honestly, it's just, I'm just trying a new format. I think it's going to be good for me because, yeah, I've already said in the reaction video, so I'm not going to go over it again, but I will say this. Please like, comment, share, subscribe to the video, subscribe to, share, what? You know what I'm saying. All those things really do help, and also become a patron. There are lots of benefits to it, and it also really helps me keep doing these videos, basically. It is the source of income, basically, that helps me keep going so I don't have to go get a regular job and not be able to make videos, you know? Anyway, let's get into it, you know? Let's just bloody well get into it. They already know the deal. You said it. You've done an album reaction, you've done a music video reaction, now you're doing a lyric analysis for Poppy ZIG. I think they've heard it all before. You know, I've got to still promote it, just to remind you that Patreon exists, that the subscribe button exists, that the like button exists, and that you can comment too. So yeah, there you go. I'm excited for this bit. Oh, whoops. Also I was sweating, so I've got annoying like little like kink in my hair. So annoying. Oh well. It's okay to be a little bit kinky now and then. Right, anyway. So the first song was called Church Outfit, and I think I kind of got what it was about, but I do want to have a little read through anyway. So she says, "This is the dress I want to be buried in. Leave the rings, I might need them. Unholy water, take a sip. This is my church outfit." I wonder why she says leave the rings, I might need them. Is she saying if she wakes from the dead? I don't know. That's interesting because it just made me think of like grave robbers, and it made me think of like them stealing the rings off her hands. I'm not sure. Anyway, unholy water, take a sip. This is my church outfit. Yeah, I'm guessing she's saying she is not very holy. So yeah, just regular water then. Just take a sip of regular water. She's just basically reminding you to hydrate. Then she says, "This is my church outfit," which she goes on to repeat, so I'm not going to go into that bit yet. "Life is a commercial for death. Anger is something I work to manifest. Life is a commercial for death, and you're hypnotized by the advertisement." Ooh, I love that. I love that. Life is a commercial for death. Oh God, it's so impactful. It's so dark, but like true. Oh, I don't know. Okay, it can go one or two ways. It's dark because you're saying life is just a commercial for death, like it's just advertisement. There's something quite bleak about that. But also it can almost make you feel better about dying. Because it's just like, I don't know, it's just dark.
Yeah, so what I meant was basically, I know like in that bit I just kind of brush over it and then I go, oh, I don't know. But I think I just didn't have the brain like energy to be able to actually dissect exactly what I meant at the time. But yeah, what I meant by it being like kind of a positive thing, making people not feel so afraid about death, is because advertisement in general is usually for, it's to promote something. It's to make something look good, make something look desirable, appetizing, lure you in to buy a product or to, buy whatever this person is selling. So if life is the advertisement, life is the thing that pulls you into death, something that is desirable or appetizing or exciting or whatever that pulls you in. So in a way, death sounds like it could be quite fun at the end, But if life is just an advertisement and death is the product, then it sounds like maybe death could be quite a good thing. Who knows? I know it's a bit of a bendy-wendy way of looking at it, but I kind of thought that and felt that.
I like it though, because it's like makes you think a little bit, doesn't it? And then she says, anger is something I work to manifest. So she's talking about anger, and she's talked about anger in previous albums before, hasn't she? But here she's like saying she wants to manifest it. She wants to feel rage and anger. Instead of maybe feeling numb. Oh, dress to the nines, show up on time, you can wear whatever you like. Dress to the nines, show up on time, you can wear whatever you like. So I like that too, It's like she's saying life is short, it's a commercial for death, we're all going to die anyway, so wear what you want. Maybe that as well, maybe just be who you want to be. It says here as well, interestingly, the word nines is sung an interval of a ninth above the note heard in the bass line. See, you know, in my reaction, I said, not this song, but the ones and zeros, I was like, there's got to be some correlation with the music and the lyrics, because I just feel like there's something clever going on. And I didn't even think of that in this song, but there is something like that happening. So I'm not actually like that crazy to think that might be happening. Poppy has always surprised us, you know, with her music. So like, yeah, I think it's always super clever, and there's something that is very meaningful, like, and technically meaningful too. So that's really interesting. Whoever wrote that, thank you, because I wouldn't have known that, and it's so fun to know those things. In the outro, she says, "It's my confession and my testament. Don't need your weapons, I got my own. And you said I couldn't commit. This is my church outfit. It's my..." Oh, okay, and then she repeats it. "Don't need your weapons, I got my own." Like someone's trying to hand her weapons, but she's like, "I don't need them, I've got my own." Her confession and her testament. She's saying that she couldn't commit. I wonder who she's talking to there, you know? It says here, at this point in the song on the outro, a new synth part is added that's a tritone above the bass line. The tritone is sometimes nicknamed the devil's interval because of its dissonant sound. Its use here contrasts with the references to Christianity. Oh, that's got, see, more intelligent things happening. I just knew it. I didn't think it was this song, but I knew, like, when I thought of the ones and zeros one, I had an intuition that something smart was happening, and maybe I'll go look at that song and it'll be like nothing even like smart about it, or it's just simple, but I doubt it. I feel like there's going to be some really interesting stuff in that one as well. And plus for someone to have actually written this stuff on a side, where sometimes when I go on Genius, you don't get a lot about the music, it's just about the lyrics, but someone has actually gone in and talked about the music, and I think that's really, really cool and interesting. Oh, she was on a Zach Sang show recently. Oh, I'm going to watch that. In an interview with the Zach Sang show, Poppy explained that church outfit came about from an idea to write a song about the last dress she'd ever wear, which was inspired by something she had read on the internet. The song was then written and recorded in the studio in its entirety. Also, this is what she has said about the song. "When we went into the studio on that day, I was reading something on the internet, and I said to Simon, I want to write a song about the last dress I'll ever wear. And that's how Church Outfit came about. And we wrote the song in its entirety and recorded it, and then maybe 3 weeks later, because we were doing sessions very consistently, I said the same idea again, forgetting that I already had the idea. And Simon goes, you already had that idea, and we wrote that song. I'm like, oh, I think it's okay. I think it's a good song. So that's how it came to be. It was going to be lost in a hard drive. Oh, that's crazy. Can you imagine just being like, oh, I just completely forgot that I wrote that song? That makes me think like someone who, well, I guess because it happened so fast, like in the recording studio, it just happened so fast, like boom, boom, boom. Then it's easy to forget, isn't it? And I imagine she has like so many different ideas and stuff for songs all the time, and probably like comes up with different song ideas. Like, yeah, it's easy to forget. In a way, for her to remember it again shows that like actually it's quite an impactful song. Like it actually meant a lot to her. Like as in the idea was quite a prominent idea, and of course it is. It's such a good idea. This is my church outfit. Like this is a dress I want to be buried in. Like it's just so dark and like cool. I don't know. It's just got that like edge to it that is like a little bit, you know, morbid, I guess, but in like a fun way. Make morbid fun. Alright, song 2, Knockoff. So yeah, I kind of went into what I thought this one was about anyway. It just feels like she wants something genuine. So I'm not going to go into every lyric. Yeah, I'm just going to go to the about section. According to the former collaborator Titanic Sinclair, this song was originally intended to be on Poppy's sophomore album, Am I a Girl?, but was scrapped at the last minute and replaced with X. Oh, that's so interesting. We had the video ready to go, choreography, everything was set. And at the last minute, one of the writers, he didn't clear it. He said, no, whatever. And because of that, I wrote a treatment. That week, we had done a song called X. Okay. The full original version of the song was leaked prior to the final version's release. In contrast to the demo's more traditional pop sound, this reworked version takes a bold electronic style featuring dark synths. Oh my god, I need to know what the other one sounds like now. But Knockoff is about Poppy's desire to have an authentic romantic relationship. She vocalises her fears and dissatisfaction with previous superficial relationships, comparing a trailer park with real estate and synthetic polyester with genuine traditional fabric. Yeah, exactly.
But I did want to say that when I when I listened to the demo of Knockoff, I then put on the music video to Knockoff, the actual final version of it, not the demo, the one that's on ZIG album. Right. Anyway, I started watching that, and the first comment said something like, robot blonde Poppy and human dark hair Poppy fighting for dominance and deciding which one is the knockoff. And I was like, oh, hang on, that's really interesting. So maybe the song could be about herself and about the robot, self. And it's not the first time she sang about that, about wanting to be real. She wants to be separated from them, and that's just a knockoff of who she is. I don't know if the song is actually about that, but I do like the idea of it being about that. And it could very much, it could very well be about that in some parts of it as well. It could have many meanings and so on.
Also says here that Poppy's former collaborator Titanic Sinclair spoke about the song's origins in episode 27 of the Titanic Talks podcast series. He said, that song's probably 7 years old. Yeah, that was written by Simon Wilcox. That was written for Britney Spears and she said no to it. That's crazy to think that it was written for her though. And then Poppy's like, my song. And then she's got to use it all these years later. This happens all the time. For all the stands watching right now, you've probably heard alternate versions. Rihanna's the big one. Oh, why? Rihanna? I've got... What? What? Okay. Like, everyone was just trying to get a Rihanna cut right. So you write these songs, you have another vocalist do it, you pitch it to their artist, and the artist will do their version. And then just sometimes, if it's a dud of a song, it just doesn't make the cut. It is what it is. An album, typically 10, 12 songs, is good to have like 20. So that was one of those songs for Britney Spears and a former collaborator that I used to work with. We were friends with one of the people who wrote it and we had the video ready to go, choreography, yeah, I've done that. And at the last minute, one of the writers or producers, I think it was Kirkpatrick, who I want to say did all Dua Lipa stuff, if I remember correctly. Really talented guy. I don't know him personally, but he's got chops. And at the last minute, he didn't clear it and said no, whatever. And because of that, I wrote a treatment. Yeah, I did X. And the timing was interesting, and that's how all that started, was because the big top 40 number, Ian said no to it. I think he wanted to produce it, so if he ends up producing it now, that's pretty funny. Who did produce it then? Produced by Ali Payami, an Iranian-Swedish music composer. Okay, with the Swedishness, that kind of makes sense, because I remember I said had some of the songs had like a real German stomping kind of like dance beat to it. I feel like that one did, didn't it? I really like this one though. Okay, there seems to be quite a lot of story behind it with how old it is and everything. So yeah, written by Poppy, Simon, Sean Douglas, Ian Kirkpatrick and Ali Payami. Alright, next song. Sorry if my energy's a bit low, I'm feeling really hungry. I might have to go get a snack. Also, my daughter will be coming back from her play rehearsal soon. What's your favourite flavour? What's your favourite flavour of crisps? Prawn cocktail is fine. I feel like this is my new thing. Because like last time I did a reaction and I did the lyric reading bit, I ordered a whole pizza. It was dinner time. It's getting to dinner time now as well. So I'm so hungry. And I had like the smallest, silliest lunch today. I literally had like a tiny Lunchable. You know what? I'm not actually a huge crisp fan, but I do like prawn cocktail. I can already feel the energy coming back to me, just from the saltiness of these. I'm not much of a snacker either. Definitely more of like a breakfast, lunch, dinner kind of gal. But sometimes you just need a snack. In America, do you have like oven chips? Because I know you call them fries, but like, what about the ones that aren't skinny, like the fat ones? You know, do you even have fat chips, like fat fries? Because we have oven chips here that you don't fry, you put them in the oven and they're like thick, you know? So what would you call that in America? And it's not a wedge either. And also the fact that you call crisps chips is so strange because like they're crispy. You know what I mean? They're crispy. They actually have a crispness to them. I mean, there's a lot more words in America that make more sense, but like crisps and the crisp and chip situation, that one's always shook me. In England, we call these little yellow penises. Sorry. Not really. We call them bananas, just like you. Bananier. Isn't it like the word banana has like, it's said the same and or said really similarly in a lot of languages? Or is it pineapple? It might be pineapple. Apparently the word that is said in every language is huh? H-U-H. Huh? I was like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. So yeah, let's do it. Let's read hard. Yeah, this one I was interested in for sure. So yeah, I've just had a read through and, you know, just as I read through the lyrics, it does definitely seem like she's saying that she's tough and that she's hard, only shoots to hit the mark, you know, only breathes to keep her intellect sharp. Stuff like that. Sense of humour, so dark, terrifying for a spark. I see you reaching, can't catch me off guard. It's like, yeah, she's just saying that, like, don't F with me because I'm tough and you won't be able to. But then she goes on to say, can't trust what I can't throw very far. Take a walk in the park and on the weekend you'll catch me working on my car. Woke up and saw it as it was. You thought that it was tough, but it crumbled with a touch. So what does that mean? Like, you thought what was tough, but it crumbled with a touch? Is she on about herself, or is she on about maybe a facade? Maybe like a tough guy facade. Like, maybe she's being sarcastic and being like, I'm so hard, I'm so tough, you know, when actually she's being sarcastic about it, and actually people who act like that, like I'm so tough, I'm so hard, can actually crumble with a touch. They're actually really fragile. They're more fragile than the people that just act normal. You know what I mean? Just act normal. Yeah, and she even says, keep my nails sharp, tear you apart, whatever you are. Ooh, whatever you are. Not even whoever you are, just whatever you are, I will cut through you. And then, you know, the bridge, no spine, which means like fear, like being cowardly. No right, no love, no dice. You're cowardly, you don't have the right to do anything, you don't have any love, and you don't have any dice, so you can't even gamble. You just always have to pay the price. Well, she says, I always have to pay the price. So in a way, she's like saying no spine, she's actually saying, I'm actually cowardly. Oh, God, it's interesting. I'll have a look at the about section. It says here, the song is about Poppy maintaining a tough and strong exterior and refusing to be weak or vulnerable. The song could be mocking people who pretend they are tough but really aren't. Okay, yeah, so I basically said both those things. Oh, she said, to me it's a song about strength. I've loved getting to play it on tour because the album isn't out yet, to see the response from the audience when the record hasn't been released, and you see them react to certain songs. It's a good feeling. It's like, oh, you understand and you like it. Oh, that's cool, yeah. Obviously it's released now, but I imagine that was really fun. But no, nothing else really said about it. She's just saying she's tough, basically. But I feel like, yeah, I feel like it could be both. Like, she's tough, but also she is vulnerable. And she's also taking a piss out of people that think they're too tough. She's maybe saying, like, I'm vulnerable, and actually that makes me more tough. I don't know, because that bridge is interesting. No spine, no right, no love, no dice. I always pay the price. She's like, I don't gamble anything. I pay the price, you know? And when you say you pay the price, it means you be responsible for your bad actions or bad things that happen to you, or like bad things do happen to you. You're paying the price of something. Like, okay, like a night out drinking, and then you've had so much fun on that drinking night out, but then the next day you have a hangover. That's paying the price. So, I don't know. Interesting. Well, anyway, moving on. We've now got What It Becomes. Take all my rage and stuff it down. Call it by its name or something else. It will change what it becomes. Hype myself up to leave the house because I don't like to see what's out there. Ugh, just sounds like me, to be honest. But take all my rage and stuff it down, call it by its name or something else. That's interesting because like in dialectical behavioural therapy, in the practices of dialectical behavioural therapy, there's something where you label your emotions, you say them out loud, like I am angry, I am sad, I am feeling so angry. And you just like state what it is. And that's like a good thing to do. But she's saying call it by its name or something else. Maybe, you know, she's saying call it anger. You can call it that if you want, shovel my anger down, or you could call it something else and avoid what it really is. But at the end of the day, she's stuffing it down. So that's interesting. It will change what it becomes. So that's interesting too. It will change what it becomes. Maybe like stuffing that anger down will turn into something else, manifest as sadness, manifest as paranoia, maybe manifest as passion, maybe manifest as motivation. You know, it could manifest into anything. Hype myself up to leave the house because I don't like to see what's out there. Yeah, basically just a bit of agoraphobia going on there. Tell me about it, I get it. And then she says, screaming in an empty room so you can't see what I do. So you can't see what I do screaming in an empty room. I wonder who you is. Is she on about like everyone, you know, so people can't see, you know, what she does, just screaming it all out, getting that rage out, and then like comes out with like a cool, calm exterior as if she's fine. Whoever you tie yourself to, whoever you're going to be kind to, whoever thinks that you're deep, whoever you're going to complain to, whoever takes time to train you, whoever keeps you company, what advice you're taking, now who's in the picture, frame it, whoever you think you're saving, one day you'll see it won't be me. Ooh. It's like she's really saying to someone, I'm not going to be all these things for you forever, especially if you don't treat me right. It sounds like that, you know? Or maybe she's saying it in general, like I'm not a loyal friend or I'm not a loyal person. I don't have any loyalties. But I feel like she's actually saying it to someone that's probably hurt her. Yeah, she's literally just like being like, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be out of here. And you're going to be left wondering, you know? But you won't be wondering because I'm telling you now, you know? I don't know. I wonder who it's about. Then she says, find a place to be alone, call it by its name or something else. It'll change what it becomes. Pace around and sit back down because I already know what's out there. She's like not hyping herself to go out anymore. She is pacing around and she sits back down. She already knows and she wants to avoid it completely. Maybe she's got some trauma with the outside world or something. Yeah, let's have a look at the about section. Not much said about it, actually. Not really anything said about it. It definitely feels like she's saying, like, you know, she has a lot of rage, she has a lot of anxiety and agoraphobia about going outdoors, but then she's also mad at someone. Maybe this person made her have this rage, made her have these anxieties about leaving the house. Like they gave her trauma and she's saying, you know, I won't be there for you anymore. I don't know. God, it's really complex because I don't know who she's talking about. Such a good song though. All right, next one is Flicker. And obviously I do these videos not because I'm a professional at analysing lyrics. I do it for myself so that like I read through the lyrics, see what I get from them. I'm not always going to understand every little bit of them, but you know, it's more about me just having a look and seeing what I get anyway. You know what I mean? So if you're coming here to try and understand the songs better, I mean, that's kind of not the video for it. I don't claim to be someone who understands lyrics fully. I just do my best and get to say what I get from them. Hopefully some of it resonates. Never put your grimy hands on my steering wheel. Instantly when I heard that line though, when doing a reaction, I knew steering wheel meant like her life. Don't put your grimy hands on my life. Don't control my life. Don't drive my life. And then the next line makes more sense because she says, trying to jerk me off the road, I'll be the drive in my own life. Like she literally says that, but I knew it from the start because she has another song, doesn't she, where she's like, oh, what's that one again? I think that was it on the Flux album? It might have been. And it was about driving. Oh, I need to go through the albums again. I do. I love them so much. And I haven't actually listened to her in a while. Because I remember like when I was in this phase of like listening to her a bit more, I really, really listened a lot. And then obviously I listen to so much music now. It's not easy. It's not easy because there's just so much music I listen to now. But then it makes it exciting when I do want to go listen again. Yeah, I'm actually really excited. Vigilant, self-assured, I know that makes you hard, but you can't run me off the road, won't be fooled by my own heart. Maybe she won't be fooled by her heart falling in love with someone. Or maybe she's saying it to herself. I don't know. Oh, okay. A reference to Poppy's 2021 song, As Strange as It Seems, which reads, I was a passenger in a speeding car. You showed no regard for me. For me, I was a careful girl with a broken heart. And also, I'm hanging on the steering wheel of a speeding car. I've got no regard for me. For me. Yes, I remember that now. I was thinking, yeah, what is the song called? But yeah, As Strange as It Seems. And here she's saying, I won't be fooled by my own heart anymore. I won't fall in love with you to the point where you can control my life. Then she says, colour me virginal, colour me all the perversions of someone who could cut you off surgical. God, please be merciful. Yeah, make me innocent and sweet, but also make me cutthroat, surgical. One or the other, like a sweet, person that will fall in love really hard, and then the other one side being like someone that just won't give a shit about you and will cut you off and go stone cold. And then she says, God, please be merciful. Why do I have to be one or the other? Why can't I be in between? Chorus, because I flicker between fear and a vision of forever. Aha, yeah, see, it's all making sense. I love that she says she flickers between it, like it's so fast. And that drum beat that's like, oh, it's so good. Like, I love, this is probably one of my favourites. Flicker, yeah, I think that's got to be a favourite. Yeah, it's got to be, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I flicker between fear and vision of forever. So she's saying like being scared or like falling in love. I am mine and you are mine and I am not yours. That's hilarious. I'm mine, you're mine, but I'm not yours. That's it. I can drive a manual, flip it in reverse. Stutter, shudder, shift and mutter, watch you contort, but I'm the one and you're the other. Get the fuck out of my car. Oh, okay, this is kind of getting a little bit deeper. I love that she's saying, I am mine and you are mine and I am not yours. It's like she's saying, it's what a crazy thing to admit, like, you're mine but I'm not yours. That's just a crazy thing to say. And she said she can drive a manual, so nothing's automatic. If she was driving an automatic car, it would be driving her. But she's saying she's in full control. She can flip it in reverse. She can do anything with it. Stutter, shudder, shift and mutter, watch you contort. And then she's talking about her life still though, you know what I mean? Like, I could do so many things with it. I can manipulate my life in many ways and I have so much full control over it. And I'm going to watch you contort and watch them squirm, maybe, to see how like powerful she is, being her own like person, someone that cannot be controlled. But then she says, but I am the one and you're the other, get the fuck out of my car. So I wonder what she means by that, like, I am the one and you're the other. Like the other what? God, I feel really dumb sometimes when I read lyrics. But the way she's saying get the fuck out of my car is like saying, so, just get out of my life. Get out of my life. And I don't want you having any control over it. So also she said, the song was about feeling uncomfortable with love, relationships, and trying to understand why that was, and orchestrating in my mind the end before it happens. It's a reminder to myself to live in the moment and not expect much from the future or a forever. Of course. She also said, I'm flickering between the fear of forever with somebody. The lyric is, I flicker between fear and a vision of forever. I'm okay with forever but by myself, but I think when you tie yourself to somebody, you're putting a lot of stake in them, and sometimes they make bad decisions. So you want to make sure you're okay first by yourself before you're tying yourself to somebody else. I wrote it while I was seeing a very boring person. Fair enough. Honestly, it's okay. Like, if you're seeing someone who is super boring, like, you're gonna have really complex feelings. Like, it's not just about seeing someone boring, it's just someone that you're not interested in, that you don't have that much in common with, that you don't have that spark with. You're not compatible, and when you're in those situations and you try and make them work, it's really hard actually, because you know that your heart's not in it. I imagine she, wanted to go for a boring person because she might have had like shitty people before, and that's just what happens, you test things out and then you're like, get to a point where you're like, oh, I can't fall in love too deep because that always breaks me, but I can't be with a boring person because I'm absolutely just I feel like a bad guy. So then you feel like I'd rather just be alone, I totally get that. And she is so right by saying like, you're going to make sure you're okay by yourself before you're with someone else. And that is so true. And like, that's exactly what my thing is at the moment. I'm not wanting to be with anyone until I'm like feeling really good in myself and mentally and physically and everything, you know what I mean? So I totally hear that. Maybe, you know, you don't have to go into anything right away. You can be single for years, it doesn't matter. Feels like she kind of, in a weird way, feels the pressure to be with someone, you know, because otherwise she wouldn't be singing about it. It's almost like she does feel like a pressure, like, why don't I want to be with anyone? When actually, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter. Also, I like how it did interlink with the other one, like, the person who you're tied to won't be here anymore. So maybe she is talking about that same boring boyfriend that she had. You know what I mean? And being like, whoever you think I am, I'm not going to be around forever. Sorry, I'm not. And she might be getting angry and stuff like that because she's like, oh, why am I in this relationship when I don't even like this person? So yeah, that's kind of starting to make sense a bit more. Right, ones and zeros. This one I was super interested in. I wonder if someone has written anything about the percussion and stuff. First of all, though, it says, can't identify surplus or deficits till we've crawled through mud and rolled down through the trenches, and we've met at the highest of summits till you've held my hand too tight as we plummet. Okay, so it's like she can't figure out red flags or green flags until she's gone through it all, until she's gone to the highest high and fall down in the lowest lows of them. She doesn't know what's too much and what's too little. Very BPD. And I think we were talking about that before, weren't we? Like, in one of her albums, that was she diagnosed with BPD, or did I suspect she was? Because I remember there was something, and she kept saying things that were like relating to me so much because I have BPD myself. But yeah, interesting. I like the visual of it all though as well. Till we've climbed through mud and rolled down through the trenches, and we've met at the highest of summits till you held my hand tight as we plummet. Like, it really takes you on like a journey with just one verse, just a few words. I really like that. And it is kind of what like toxic relationships can be like. They can be very up and down and here and there. And also I'd say like being with someone who's boring, someone who you don't like, that's also a toxic relationship. Do you know what I mean? Because when you don't like someone, you don't actually end up treating them how you would like to be treated or how you usually treat people, because you're constantly getting the ick, you know what I mean? And you end up being mean. I've certainly been there in my younger years when I've gone out with someone and then realised I didn't like them and I just start being like really mean. Obviously I've not done that in ages. I was like 18, but like, it happens. And then she says, so many ones and zeros, so many ones and zeros. Is my name safe in your mouth? That's so interesting, like that bit, because I remember hearing that when listening to the song. Like, what does she mean? Is my name safe in your mouth? As in, maybe, are you going to gossip about me? Are you going to bitch about me? Or are you only going to say nice things about me? She doesn't know if this person is going to backstab her. It says here, Poppy doesn't know if she can feel safe with someone again since she had her trust betrayed so many times in the past. Yeah, okay, that makes sense too. Just like, well, basically same thing, but like, she doesn't even want to give her name almost to someone because she doesn't want someone to even say her name if they're just going to betray her. That's interesting. Oh, I like that. She goes, so many 111, so many 111s. Don't call me the 111 unless I'm actually the 111. Ooh, that's cool. I like that. Meet me in the only tense that is present. Hold my line of defense till I cement it. Will you follow me, intrinsic in motive, if I don't go the way that you suppose it? Oh, so yeah, let's be present with one another. Hold my line of defense till I cement it. She's saying like, I might get a little defensive because of my trust, like my trust issues, I might get defensive, but just like hold on until I cement it up and I don't feel that way anymore. Like, please stick with me. Then she goes, will you follow me, intrinsic in motive? I don't know what intrinsic means. I'm not going to pretend I do. I know the word, like I've heard it before, but I need to know. Belonging to the essential nature or constitution of a thing. Okay. Okay. So yeah, intrinsic in motive. So like belonging to something in motive. What? Sorry, what? So it's like important. Okay, so important, like the motive is important. Will you follow me? Because I have an important motive. If it don't go the way that you suppose it. Okay, what I feel like she's saying is like, whatever you have planned for us, would you also sometimes follow me? Or like, you know, will you if I go against the grain, will you still be there by my side? Like, if I falter, will you still be there for me? Something like that. Like, she wants to put her foot in the water and she wants to fall in love again, but she needs someone to be okay with like her going through it a little bit, you know, her going through like defense and mistrust and maybe faltering a little bit. She hopes that this person is strong enough to hold her through it. That's kind of what I'm thinking. It says ones and zeros is about Poppy's understanding of love and pointing out that some people can be ones and others can be anything more, can't be anything more than zero. Okay, because remember before I was saying like wins and losses. I guess it could mean that too. Like some people are wins and some people are losses, and she's had a lot of losses and she wants more ones, and she also wants to feel like the one. She doesn't want to feel like a zero to anyone else either. Yeah, I think it's a lot deeper than just that little segment said about it, but I think it very much is saying like, can I trust you and will you be there for me even though I'm going to find this difficult? Will you love me through it until I can trust you? She says, I feel my understanding of love is altered. A lot of Zig is me processing what that means to me. I would say Ones and Zeros is a song that was a conversation I had with myself. It was about love and people that I was trying to relate to in a relationship and how they thought that they were the ones, that they were actually zeros. Interesting. And there's not anything said about the music, unfortunately, because I really... Oh, okay. Someone has someone in the comments section has said 7/4 time. Correct me if I'm wrong. Not an expert in counting rhythm, but definitely an interesting groove going on. P.S. Might be one of my favourites on the album. Yeah, I wonder what the timing is. I'm like that too. I'm terrible at counting it though. I can't even tell you guys how much I try and count rhythms. Like, I try, and what I've done to try and combat that is make my own, like, weird rhythms, like, do something in 5. At the moment, not at the moment, like a few months ago, I started writing something in 5/4 just to, like, get used to it and so on, just so I can hear them better and so on. But no, I'm not great with the rhythms, but something's definitely going on with that groove, and there's a lot of push and there's a lot of pull, and I feel like in my head, like I said in the reaction, like the push and the pull of the drum and like the erraticness of it and like the tension of it feels like, and now reading the lyrics, you know, feels like that kind of apprehensiveness of like wanting to fall in love but feeling really scared to, that kind of forward and back motion of like, on the brink of like wanting something but not too sure if she wants it yet. So yeah, it has that feeling to me. And obviously she's saying about how some people can be ones, some people can be zeros. Again, it's just that kind of like 1, 0, back and forth, back and forth. You think they're the one, but actually they're a 0, back and forth. Yeah, interesting. All right, next one we've got is Zig. Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Weird and Billy. And the spiders from Mars. I can't remember. Weird and Billy. Oh wait, what does he actually say? Oh, Weird and Gilly. Oh, I was quite close. Ziggy played guitar, jamming good with Weird and Gilly, and the spiders from Mars. He played it left hand, but made it too far. Became a special man. Then we were Ziggy's band. Alright, anyway, that was my David Bowie impression. Feel free to laugh. Right, okay, yeah, we're on Zig. When you zig, look at this stupid. I shouldn't complain too much. I mean, at least I don't have a receding hairline. You know what I mean? And I only have a 3 head. Right, anyway. When you zig, I zag. When you take, I grab. When you nod, I shake. When while you're sleeping, I'm awake. When you cry, I laugh. You subtract, I add. When you drop, I catch. Okay. It's just she zigs and she zags, okay? She is the opposite. Ultimatum, domination. To succumb or suffer, you could touch her, break the structure, if only you were tougher. Bowing down just to conform to rules you made to serve you, demand subservience like under your influence. Oh, that's what I won't do. Okay, she ain't following the rules. She is not like the other girls. Okay? She ain't like the other girls. I know that's like not a good term to use, but I love saying it for fun. It's just fun to say. Yeah, okay, there's that one. Let's move on to Linger. I'm going to put my heating back on now because I'm starting to get chilly. It was too hot when I was standing up, but it's too cold when I'm sat down. Also, I always get a stuffy nose, like, all the time. It's just like, because I suffer from acid reflux, it actually gives me congestion. So if you ever hear me just being like, and it also always sounds dry and congested, it's because of that. It's just, I have a strange nose. Right, Linger is one that I really wanted to know what was going on, so let's do it. On a night like tonight, we see stars in the sky, and they die, big black holes. Something's shape-shifting deep in your mind, like the tides to the moon. Yeah, I'm rising to you. In the church of your room, what is gone forever this time, is gone forever this time. So she's saying you're, you know, so again, don't know who she's talking about, but like tides to the moon, yeah, I'm rising to you. Like she's falling in love maybe here? Or she's feeling attracted to someone. But then she says, in the church of your rom in the church of your room, what is gone forever this time, is gone forever this time. So like the holiness of your room, like the sacredness of your room, it's gone. Okay, I think we're going to find out more as we go. You can tell me that it's human nature to be interlaced with danger. Were you always a stranger? Was ours always a strange love? Okay. So maybe she's saying you could tell me it's human nature maybe to grow apart. But then she says to be interlaced with danger. So maybe it's human nature to be interlaced with danger, like be obsessed with danger, be walking side by side with danger. Were you always a stranger? Was our love always a strange love? Like, did I ever really know you? You know, maybe the church of this person's room, like it felt like a place where they could connect, and maybe it being their room, their bedroom, maybe they connected intimately in a sexual way. I don't know, or maybe like through drugs or alcohol, like they were interlinked through something that isn't super personal on a core level, but maybe through sex or drugs or alcohol or something like that, or circumstance. And you know, maybe it's dangerous as well, something dangerous, but she actually doesn't know this person, they're a stranger. And was their love actually just strange? At the night's edge, you know that I'll follow. Anywhere your blood flows red, I'll make you just like me. And you let it linger, linger, linger. At the night's edge, you know that I'll follow. Anywhere your blood flows red, I'll show you who to be. And let it linger, linger, linger over me. Ooh, sounds like, kind of gives me like the Knife Party by Deftones. I don't know why, just like the way it feels, like this kind of darkness in it, yeah, and letting it linger. Like, oh, what the hell? That's so interesting. And saying at the night's edge, you know that I'll follow. It's like, you know, I'll follow you into the darkness. Or then she says, I'll make you just like me. It's kind of like vampiric in a way. You let it linger. Yeah, it's kind of got like a vampire feeling. Anyway, your blood flows red. I'll show you who to be as well. Like, I'll show you who to be. That's interesting too. Like, why is she going to show this person who to be? And she's going to let it linger. Okay, what? Right, anyway. In the whites of your eyes, I can see my next life. Smell the lilies at night. Lilies are associated with death. Tell me what you will remember me by. I don't care if you lie. I like that. In the whites of your eyes, I can see my next life. Maybe she could see the end of them. She could see the end of this relationship. She's already seeing the next life, the next person she might be with, the next chapter of her life. Smell the lilies at night, where it's dark again. Tell me what you remember me by. I don't care if you lie. She wants to be told sweet nothings, basically. She wants to be remembered, and she wants to be remembered for lovely things, even if it is a lie. I liked that line when I heard it in the song as well. Okay, yeah, that one is very cryptic, isn't it? And there's absolutely bloody nothing said about it. That's so annoying. It's got a lot of life and death sort of stuff going on, and like feels like they were close through, not like they were close for a time, for a small chapter, and then it died. The love died. But then she says, wherever your blood flows red, I'll follow. Like, I'll make you just like me. Like, what does that mean? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Let me know what you think. I thought I was going to read it and really like understand that one because it was like a deep kind of like slower song, but no, I kind of get it, but not fully. I think it sounds cool though. I really don't know what the full meaning is though, for sure. I guess with some songs like that though, like I still get this to this bloody day where you listen to a song even years later and you go, oh, I get it now. You know what I mean? We are now on The Attic. Okay, this is another one that was interested in the lyrics. I was more interested in the lyrics of this one than any of the others, actually. Right, anyway, she says, can I put my bags down here? How do I know you won't disappear? Can I? Would it be okay to take it slow? Just tell me if you don't want me here. Again, talking about love and being like, can I make myself comfortable, or are you going to disappear? Like, she obviously really likes this person, but she's terrified that they won't stick around, for sure. I was always quick to rush in, always all or nothing. That's how it was. Shouldn't we just cut the cord? If you could hurt me more than he ever did, this is no way to live. Okay, this is really stating what I've been trying to say in the other songs as well. Like, she's really stating it obviously here, which I love. But what I find interesting is like when listening to the song, it was actually kind of hard to pick up on the lyrics, like in the way it was sang in like that fast kind of garage beat. So yeah, it's actually really cool to read them now. I knew this song was going to have depth to it. I felt like the one before this would, Linger, and it does have depth, but it's a little bit more cryptic. But I knew this one was going to have a lot more to it, and I am understanding it, which is good. Got my feet on the ground, but my head's up the stairs. I like that. Don't jump in, I cannot swim. And I'm spiralling down, but I'm up in the air. She's fallen in love, but she feels grounded at the same time, is what it sounds like. She's got her feet on the ground, but her head's up the stairs. I love the imagery of this. It's so cool. And I'm spiraling down, but I'm up in the air. So like she's also like the downward spiral of being like, oh my god, I'm falling in love, but also she's so happy that she's up in the air. I love the contrast of that. Feet in the ground feels very rooted and normal, and then head up the stairs is like, I'm so in love, and then this is like, I'm spiraling down, it's all scary, but feeling in the air, so she feels like free. I love the contrasting of that and the juxtapositions of it. She goes, I can't take loss, can't lose again, I'm up in the air, and it's fine in the basement and on the first floor. Though my knees aren't shaking, my head's feeling worse than before. Is it worse than before? Oh, she definitely is falling in love, but she's terrified. So this whole album definitely has been about love, for sure.
Was real or not, and it was like pictures. We saw pictures of snowflakes. It's like they're so perfect,
yeah,
all unique that it's almost designed.
Yeah.
So some people believe like God designed stuff like that.
Yeah, but then there's also so many things in nature that like have the snowflake formation.
Like
and how some things are like really the same as each other and stuff.
In my opinion, cone pines are perfect. Not pine cones. That's a stupid.
What's a cone pine?
A cone pine is the better version.
So it's basically a pine cone, but you just called it a cone pine.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Also, we had to write a little poster, like in drama. We had to write a little poster about
Pay.
No, not quite. Similar. It was about history of mime. Like
like mimes?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And I made it themed after the Pokemon Mr. Mime.
No, I don't even know what that Pokemon
is.
It's
just a Pokemon. He's like,
and he's a mime. Oh yeah, I think I might have actually seen that.
He's like pink, white, and blue.
Nice. But anyway, I've got to finish this video.
Hug.
Love you. Don't knock over my crazy setup. No, don't touch it because I've got a microphone on there also.
That is.
And yeah, then I'll do dinner. Oh, the lights have gone off.
I still wish there was a setting where it's just red and yellow.
Oh yeah, did we say that before?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't we want white and blue before? Oh no, what was it?
No, it was when it was on your bed.
Oh.
We want red and yellow because it's more warm.
Oh yeah.
But you can only get blue and green on its own.
Yeah.
It's like,
how weird.
Why would you do that?
Well, anyway, we just got the nice rainbow. Right. Anyway, I'm just gonna finish this. I don't know what I said. I can't remember what I last said. Though my knees aren't shaking, my head's feeling worse than before. Yeah, she's really falling in love. Blah, blah, blah. Don't think I could stand it. Yeah, there's panic in the attic. Panic in the attic. So the attic is in her head. There's panic in her head. Like that feeling is, you know, she feels like she's losing it. Her feet are coming off the ground now. You're not the only one who did me damage, not yet. And yeah, and she's literally saying like, you're not the only one who's done this, don't worry, but it's not even happened. You know, like she's not even, this person hasn't even damaged her yet. She's in that panic where she's like, but you're literally going to hurt me. How sad. And then she said, there's panic in the attic, it's not your fault. Oh, that's so sad actually. Can I make the paradigm shift? Or will you leave me like my father did? Oh no. I knew this one had like, it was going to be deep. I don't know how I know these things, but I think I've just listened to so much music now that like, I can just feel it, you know? I said I liked Linger more than this one, but then I said, I know that when I look into the lyrics of this song, I might end up really liking it, and I do. I now love this song. I love it now, and I can't wait to hear it again. Anyway, or will you leave me like my father did when I was a kid? Can there be another way? Is it too soon to say? Can it be what it is? Can you handle all this? And that reminds me of the ones and zeros. Like when I was saying about how, you know, she wants someone to like handle these ups and downs that she'll go through until she can fully trust them. So yeah, it's all making sense. It all makes full sense. And this one, we just got so much clarification on it all. Wow, what a cool album. And like for this to be like near the end and it kind of wrapping it up, tying it together. Oh, it's so cool. Yeah, and then that's basically it. We get the idea. Now let's move on to Motorbike. Bit of a change of vibe here. Oh, the intro is Simon Wilcox. So actually, funnily enough, he didn't produce the song that he produced years ago. He says, I wonder why nothing catches my eye quite like the sight of a girl with a powerful machine between her legs. Oh, when I click that, it says, the pitch-down voice in the intro belongs to Simon Wilcox, one of the song's co-writers and a frequent collaborator of Poppy's. She stated in an Instagram post that she was trying to evoke the iconic voice of actor Vincent Price, who is widely known for his spoken word performance at the end of Michael Jackson's hit song Thriller. But it was also reminding me of Government Hooker. Get up and turn around. Get down. You know that one? So she says, making it squeal, making it beg, looking so free, so in control, want to love her. I want to know what it's like between her. London, Paris to Berlin. When she said that in a song, I was like, from Paris to Berlin and every... I can never remember lyrics fully. From Paris to Berlin and every disco I go in, my heart is jumping for love. Let's have a look. Oh, when I click that, someone just wrote, taking this route by motorcycle would take 16 hours and 45 minutes and go through 2 toll areas. Okay. The power she earned, uncharted, not selfish, self-serving, teach me how and I'll learn it. She wants to learn how to ride a motorcycle because she's like, wow, that is real freedom. That is not only just freedom, that is some bad bitch energy. You know, if you can ride a motorcycle, I feel like you've got your life together. You know how to be tough, and she talked about being hard, but also you're free and you can go anywhere you want, and also maybe even run away when things get tough. From Paris to Berlin and every disco I go in, my heart is jumping for love. Pumping for love. No. Right, anyway, stop. And then she says, so tell me, can I ride with you, baby? Can I ride with you? That girl on a motorcycle going where she wants to. Girl on a motorbike, never check the rear view. Girl on a motorbike, no one can confine her. Epitome of freedom, I'm following behind her. Oh, that's literally what I was saying, yeah. Oh, that's cool. I love it. Yeah, she is just going and going. And Poppy's like, I want that. I want to feel what that feels like. And it could all be a metaphor as well. Like, it doesn't have to be like a real motorbike. It could just be talking about a woman or maybe a version of herself that she'd like to be, which is someone who's free and doesn't care about what people think or say. She just keeps going with her life and she has that independence and like no care in the world. Oh, I'll have a little look here. The song is a female empowerment anthem that celebrates women on motorcycles, inspired by the 1968 romantic drama film The Girl on a Motorcycle, starring Marianne Faithfull. Poppy described the song as being about power and being in control, but also about being sexual and fun and okay with femininity. Yeah, I love the sexual part of it too. Like, and it is so fun. Actually, it's such a good pop. I love this one. It was released alongside a music video, which I saw. Yeah, also she says, whenever I see a girl on a motorcycle, I always stare at her a little bit longer than I do a guy. If I see a guy on a motorcycle, I think, oh, what bike is that? If I see a girl, I'm like, wow, she's beautiful. Oh, that's so cute. She's got a type. Anyway, last song, Prove It. Oh, I am the blood and the gut smeared all over the page. I'm on the wall of a gallery put on display. A culmination of mistakes in a picture frame. Put me up for sale for a price you cannot pay. Okay. I'm impatient. I hate waiting. I get full from a taste. I like that. Like, I'm impatient. I hate waiting. I get full from a taste. Like, you know, I have a taste. I'm full up now. I need the next thing. Next, next, next. She's on to the next so quickly. I never stop for your opinion or ask for your take. I'm impatient. So it sounds like she's got her own motorcycle here, in a way. She's like, she's on the run. She's like, I don't stop for nothing. I just keep going. It's like she's kind of harnessing that motorcycle energy, but maybe it's not amazing. You know what I mean? It's a little bit fast, a little bit too fast. She says, I've got no one to prove myself to but me. That's why my heels are dug in so deep. I am the blood and the guts, red with rage. You wouldn't recognise me or the ways I've changed. I've learned to do it different while you do it the same. Now I'm up for sale for a price you cannot pay. Like, I think she is saying this as a positive, but as also, you know, you got to admit there is a negative to it. Like being like, I am this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm this, will close you off to love interests and opportunities, which, you know, we have felt throughout the album. I won't get in because I recognise the cage. Yeah, okay. So she's actually saying I won't be in a cage though, which is cool. That's where I've been. Yeah, it's all writ on my face. You think I'm mean, but oh, why'd you get so mean? That's the song I was on about earlier. How'd you get so mean? How'd you get so mean? Oh yeah, that was the one I was on about earlier. I love that one. Oh my god, I need to listen to it. That's where I've been. Yeah, it's all writ on my face. Yeah, I think I'm mean, but you don't know my rage. I won't get in because I recognise the cage. Well, yeah, she's literally saying I will not be caged up anymore. I'm not falling in love. I'm also not gonna do what you tell me. I am independent. There is a lot. She needs this right now, basically. She needs this right now. It will become a detriment, yes, but she needs it right now, and she is feeling the detriments to it, but it's okay. This is where she's at. I love that Poppy always lets us know where she's at. She always does. She's so... Oh, I love it. Her songs are so personal. But yeah, that's it. That is it. Interesting. Such a cool album. When I go through this track list, it's like church outfit, very much just like a cute idea. Brilliant intro song. Just like, this is the outfit I want to be buried in. I don't want to conform. She zigs and not zags, you know? Knockoff, she doesn't want something fake, she wants something real, but then we come to find out throughout the album that she wants something real, but she's terrified to go get it or find it. And then we got Hard, she's saying she's tough, but then it also could be sarcastically meaning that she's tough. What it becomes was very much, again, like having a lot of rage and screaming in an empty room, scared to go outside and saying to someone like, who you want me to be, this person who I can be, is going to go away. Then we got Flicker, her you know, her feelings of like seeing a life just for herself and not accepting love, but also wanting to be part of someone's life, but feeling like she's in the wrong relationship. She's in a boring relationship to do that. Ones and zeros, again, it's that push and pull again of like, I always feel like I get zeros even though they think they're ones, and also I also feel like I don't always feel like the one, I feel like a zero sometimes. But also that kind of like wins and losses, that kind of fear and excitement. It's like, it's just contrasting stuff. Zig, of course, saying that she doesn't conform. Linger was a little bit more cryptic, but it felt really interesting. There's something like dark and vampiric, and it's really dark. There's something dark about it. The attic was really a good one for the lyrics because it made you really understand like how she's like feeling herself falling in love, but she's absolutely terrified, panic in the attic. Motorbike, someone that she aspires to be, someone that she finds hot to, someone that she's very attracted to. And Improve It is like, I don't do what anyone tells me to do, blah blah blah, and it's a good thing for now but could end up being a detriment, and probably has already started to become a detriment when it comes to love. But it's understandable. But also, if it's not to do with love and to do with the industry, she's saying like, you can't fuck me over anymore because I'm stronger and I know what's going on now. I'm like a boss bitch, you know what I mean? So yeah, wow, very cool. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really glad I did do a lyric video in the end, because at first I was thinking, oh, will it even need a lyric video? And then I'm like, yeah, it really did. Like, I love to read all of the songs like all in one and like connect them all as well. But anyway, really hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, become a patron. All links in the description below. I shall see you next time. Bye.